What is up, everybody? It's your time. It's Cyber Shadow 248 here. It is that time. Week 6 or 17 of the NFL season. Let's get started. So, we're doing a doubleheader on Christmas Day. Now, here's what we do. The first game of the doubleheader on Christmas Day is the Kansas City Chiefs going to Pittsburgh to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now the Chiefs apparently they're 6-1 on the road. Pittsburgh's 5-1 at home. It's gonna be a good game. I think it's Steelers got beat by Baltimore a week ago, but now you got Kansas City who's 14-1. Kansas City can clinch the number 1 seed with a win. A win or a Buffalo loss. So here we go. The Kansas City Chiefs. I'm gonna go with the Kansas City Chiefs to somehow get a win and show that they keep somehow winning. And I think they're going to go into Pittsburgh and beat Pittsburgh. The next game is the Baltimore Ravens versus Houston Texans. Now, Houston has looked kind of bad lately. They still won the division. Again, but they're going to face Baltimore. And if the playoffs were today, this would be your playoff matchup, Baltimore and Houston. However, it is not. It is week 17. So, I'm going to go with Baltimore to win because I think Baltimore is just a better team than Houston. I think Lamar is playing better than CJ Stroud, and Derrick Henry is playing very good. Now, yeah, Houston, you have Joe Mixon, and CJ Stroud has kind of been bad recently. But I think Baltimore will win, so give me Baltimore. The next game is the Thursday night game between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears in Chicago. Now, the Bears, man, I don't know what's going on with them. So, the Bears are 4-11. They have lost 9 in a row. They started 4-2, but I don't know. The Seattle Seahawks they lost to Minnesota. Now Seattle has to win both games to win the NFC West, I think, or have the Rams lose. Whatever. The weather looks like it's going to be 43 degrees in Chicago. So I'm not sure if weather is going to be that big of an issue. I'm going to go with Seattle to get the win. But this could be a tough game for Seattle to win. But I think in the end, the Seattle Seahawks will get the win, and the Bears will fall to 4-12. The next game, the LA Chargers traveling to Foxborough to take on the New England Patriots, who are 1-5 at home. Chargers are 4-3 on the road. Justin Herbert, his stats, you would look at it: 18 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He's having a good day, a good year. Touchdown interception wise, but it is what it is. I think the Chargers will win, and I think they'll get the win. So then the second game of that triple header on Saturday, you got Denver Broncos going against Cincinnati, and man, somehow Cincinnati is still alive for a playoff spot. Of course, their chances are slim, but they still have a small chance, along with some other teams. But I'm going to actually go with Cincinnati to win against Bo Nix in Denver. Joe Burrow will be lights out. He's been lights out all season, even though Bengals have not been able to do good. Okay, and now you got the Arizona Cardinals going to LA to take on the Rams. Now, Rams win the NFC West with a win and a loss by Seattle. I think the Rams win against Arizona. I don't know if Kyler Murray will. I don't know if Arizona will be able to handle the Rams. But, we'll see. But I'm going with the Rams. The next game, the New Jersey Jets or New York Jets going to Orchard or New York to face Buffalo. Buffalo should win this game, and I'm going with Buffalo. They're 7-0 at home. I think Buffalo's going to end up 8-0 at home. And the Jets, I don't know. Maybe some people might have to start looking into retirement early. I have no idea. But we're going Buffalo to win that game in pretty easy win. The next game, the Las Vegas Raiders going to New Orleans to take on the Saints. And, boy, I bet both of these teams, or maybe New Orleans, probably hope the season ends quick and hope to get through these last 2 weeks very quick because they are not a good team. And Kamara missed the game and they got shut out by Green Bay a week ago on Monday Night Football for week 16 or 17. Yeah, week 17. They got shut out 34-0. Now, the Raiders are 1-point favorites. I don't even know if the Raiders want to win. So this game, man, I don't know. Could this game end a tie? Sure, but I'm going to go with the Raiders to win because, I don't know, it's a toss-up. Coin flip. I have no idea. I have no idea. Toss-up between the Saints and the Raiders, but I'm going to go with the Raiders to win. In a coin flip. I flip the coin. Heads is the Raiders, tails is Saints, and I am with heads. Okay, next game. The Indianapolis Colts going to New Jersey to take on the Giants. Now, the Giants, they really want to win the number 1 pick. I have a feeling that's going to happen, so I'm going with Indianapolis to beat the Giants, and it should not even be a tough game. It should be pretty easy to win. The next game, the Dallas Cowboys going to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. Now, I don't know if Jalen Hurts will play or not, so it might be Kenny Pickett, but I'm assuming, let's just say, either way, if Hurts plays or not, I think the Eagles win. And I know Dallas has somehow been winning lately and been playing better. It seems like they've been playing better with Cooper Rush than when they have Prescott, but, that's a discussion for another day by people. Not by me, but by different people. But I think Philly gets the win. The next game, the Carolina Panthers, going up against Tampa Bay. Now, a few weeks ago, Carolina and Tampa went in overtime. Now here's the thing. In that game, Carolina, I don't know what they were doing, but so in overtime, Carolina had the ball. Tampa, they stopped Tampa, right? Tampa did not score. The Carolina Panthers were in field goal range. All they needed to do was kick a field goal. But what did they do? They ran the ball and the running back fumbled. Then Tampa went in a couple of plays, went in the field goal range and won the game with the field goal. Now, I get Carolina might have been trying to get closer. However, in that situation, when you know the other team did not get any points and all you need is a field goal and you're in field goal range, you better bring out the kicking team and kick the field goal to try to win. Because they would have beat Tampa that time. And what do I think will happen this time? I may be dumb, but I'm going Carolina with the upset. The next game, Tennessee versus Jacksonville. Now, both of these teams are 3-12. Will Levis, not very good. He's not even playing anymore. I'm going to actually go with Tennessee to win. This will be, I don't know, anyone's game, but I'm going Tennessee. The next game, the Miami Dolphins going up against Cleveland. Oh boy, here's another 3-12 team. The Cleveland Browns, who knows what they're doing. They had Jameis Winston starting, but then he got benched, and now they're on that Dorian Thomas or whatever. Dorian Thomas, Thomason or Thomas, whatever. They started out with Deshaun, but he's a joke now. So he's not gonna help them. I have no idea. I'm going with Miami to win, and I think it's because I don't know. The Browns are just not a good team. The next game, oh well, this is going to be a good game right here. Minnesota Vikings hosting the Green Bay Packers. Man, the Packers and Vikings played a few weeks ago. Earlier, well, no, not a few weeks ago, but earlier in the season. I think it was an overtime game or a field goal game or something like that. Minnesota won. So Green Bay, I don't know. I'm gonna go with Green Bay's been playing outstanding lately, and so have the Vikings. The Vikings are still battling Detroit for the division and also battling for possibly the 1 seed. Now, if Minnesota wins out, they'll get the 1 seed and the division. Because they played Detroit in week 8 in the final week. I'm going to go with Minnesota to beat Green Bay. However, it would not surprise me if Green Bay wins this game. But I'm going with Minnesota. The next game, the Sunday night football game. They got flexing the Sunday night instead of the Saturday. It is the Atlanta Falcons traveling to Landover, Maryland to take on the Washington Commanders. Now this is going to be a battle between the Heisman winner and the Heisman runner-up. Jaden Daniels versus Michael Penix, because the Falcons started Michael Penix a week ago against the Giants, benched Kirk Cousins after they won against the Raiders. The Falcons looked okay, decent, good. Penix had 202 yards against the Giants. He had 1 interception, which was not even his fault. So if anyone says it was, you don't know what you're talking about. If you look at the video or look at the play, it was Kyle Pitts' fault. But, besides that, who cares? So they won last week against the Giants. Of course, that was a good week to start a rookie like Michael Penix. Dallas upset Tampa. So that helped Atlanta currently in first place. And if the Falcons win, or if Tampa loses this week and Atlanta wins somehow, Atlanta will win the division. Otherwise, I don't know. But this is going to be a tough game. Jaden Daniels has been playing very good. He had a few weeks where he was not playing very well, but then he kind of got back to playing well. He's Rookie of the Year candidate, probably the front runner in my estimation. He made the comeback against the Eagles last week. What a game. But, I'm going to take the Atlanta Falcons to upset Washington on the road. And I think with my picks, Atlanta will win the NFC South this week. We'll see if that happens, but that's what I'm predicting. But whatever. So then you finally have the final game. The Detroit Lions going to Santa Clara to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Now this is a rematch from the NFC Championship game a year ago in the playoffs, when the Lions were beating the 49ers, but then the 49ers came back and won. The 49ers are just a mess. They got a lot of injuries. You got McCaffrey out. You got Jordan Mason out. You got the third running back got injured, and I don't know if he'll be back this week. That Guerrero Ando, or I don't know how to say his name. Forgive me. So they were on their fourth running back. I think Patrick Lewis, I think is his name, or something like that. They lost to the Dolphins last week. They got eliminated last week. They're trying to. Will they come in and try to spoil the Lions? Sure. They're gonna probably try to spoil the Lions' chances for home field and the 1 seed and the whatever. But however, I'm going in this rematch. I'm going to pick Detroit to beat the 49ers because the 49ers are not playing very well. I don't know what happened to them. Defending NFC champs, not even going to be able to defend their title this year in the NFC because they're eliminated. So, it is what it is. I think that the Detroit Lions win, and there you have it, folks. Week 17. Now let's see what we do, and I'll see you guys for the next week, which will be week 18. See you guys next time. Hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave a comment, and let's see what's going on, and let's see how we do this week, week 17. See you guys later.